Polynesians had never seen before. We're talking snow-covered mountains, bubbling mud pools, enormous trees, and gigantic birds.
But the biggest difference was the climate.
Ground City
New Zealand was
Poster.
much colder than any place they've lived before. Polynesians brought crops with them from the Pacific: taro, paper mulberry, and kumara. It took a lot of experimentation to keep those tropical plants alive through a New Zealand winter.
Luckily, they didn't need those crops to avoid starving. Aotearoa was jam-packed with kai. The forest was full of flightless birds which had no experience dealing with predators on land. Archaeologists have found the rubbish dumps of early Māori, and they're overflowing with bones of flightless birds, particularly moa bones. Moa were central to the lives of Māori for more than 100 years. They ate them, their bones were carved into fish hooks and ornaments, their feathers were woven into cloaks to protect against the cold.
The word moa is actually the same word Māori originally used for chicken. But there's a big difference between a moa and a chicken, and I'm not just talking about their size. Your average chicken can lay up to 300 eggs a year. So you can kill and eat a lot of chickens, and the population will bounce back pretty quickly.
But you can't do the same thing to moa. Moa only laid 1 or 2 eggs a year. This made them really vulnerable to extinction, and Māori don't seem to have realised this until it was too late. Within a few hundred years of humans arriving in Aotearoa, 32 species of bird were driven to extinction, including all 9 species of moa, plus several other large flightless birds like the adzebill, the native New Zealand goose, and pelican.
This wasn't just down to hunting. The extinctions were also driven by introduced rats and dogs which ate the birds' eggs. Archaeologists and geologists have found layers of ash, which we mentioned at the end of last episode. That suggests huge fires ripped through New Zealand's bush around this time. They were probably deliberately lit to flush the last few birds out of hiding.
Oh no! Last chance to hide! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Last chance to hide!
These extinctions left a lasting impression on Māori. 300 years later, when Europeans arrived in Aotearoa, Māori still had a whakatauki mourning the loss of the moa. Ngaro o te moa. Gone as the moa is gone. From the 1500s on, Māori had to find different sources of kai. They focused less on hunting birds and more on agriculture and kai moana. There was more emphasis on kai tiakitanga, the sustainable management of natural resources. There was also an increase in warfare as people fought over the best sources of kai.
Before this point, Māori had mostly lived in small camps.
Yay! We've won it!
Resources were exhausted and people had to move on. But now they needed larger, more permanent settlements so they could stick close to their crops
extra
and defend
beans,
them from outsiders. This is the point where Māori started building pa, fortified areas which people